Dice Age is made possible thanks to the support of our patrons. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
The Empire of Maca has existed for nearly 1,000 years. Founded and ruled by Avon the Main, the immortal empress, it quickly expanded its borders thanks to the overwhelming power of its mages and the shrewd politics of its nobles. Now it has fully conquered the centre of the continent of Elmera, and although war has ended, peace still eludes its populace. As the Empire nears its first millennia, the signs of turmoil have become more frequent and apparent. Monsters are becoming more bold, nobles plot schemes of usurpation, and whispers of rebellion hang heavy in the slums. This gave rise to the adventurer. These strong individuals of all races and classes lend their might to the citizens of Maca to drive back monstrous incursions. There are even adventurers who perform deeds so noble that the people can see beyond their race to the hero that lies within. There are those who criticise these adventurers and claim they're nothing more than pawns used to advance the political machinations of nobles. Despite the immortal Empress herself making fewer and fewer appearances, there are those whose faith in the Empire remains unshaken, but the wise know that it only takes a few sparks to ignite the flames of change. Allow me to introduce you to these sparks. Welcome to Elmera.
Hello and welcome to Dice Age, an actual play D&D show. My name is Jack and I am the Dungeon Master. With me as always are our wonderful heroes. Would you all go around and please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm AJ and I play Edgar Wood, the half-elf Bloodhunter.
Hey, I'm Alice Rose and I play T, the Elven Sorceress.
Hey, I'm Dakota and I play Esarayas, the Human Rogue.
Hey, I'm Zach. I'm playing Tauros, your Tiefling Paladin.
Hello, this is Trey, and I will be playing Fehn, your half-orc cleric. And as of last session, Oberon, Perseus, Maximus, Germanius, Cornelius, Alexander, your drow fighter.
Perfect. All right. So we had a pretty exciting episode last time. Does everyone need any refreshers on what happened, though? I know we are recording a little late today.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if we just kind of get like interactive, maybe do just a small thing like everyone shares their favorite part. There was a lot of really cool stuff, and just kind of hope. I think we'll get everything if we go that way because there's a lot of great things to happen. Zach, do you want to start with your favorite part?
Shall start. I think one of my favorite parts was when we we met back up with Oberon, noticed how tall he was. He was super cool. It's been a long time since we've seen him. I feel like it was a big change for us. It was a bit of a win, and that felt good. I think it was my favorite part.
Awesome. Let's go.
Wait, actually, okay, I'm sorry. Actually, I think my favorite part was actually, now I'm thinking about that scene. My favorite part was actually when he ran off and he had to go do his own thing. He had to go meet up the elder. I think she was pretty cool. I think it was kind of neat to see this kind of dynamic between Oberon now, between the village, and really see that he's really become one with the village. Really kind of worked in, and he's got to go talk to her about something. I thought that was kind of cool world building. I think that was my favorite part.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So after Zach now, let's
Okay,
go
actually,
to...
I'm sorry, AJ. I'm sorry. I now that I'm thinking about it, one of my favorite parts I gotta say was when we heard that scream. I know, but I just started thinking about it, and when we heard that scream in the village, and we were all like, "Holy shit, what was that?" We looked around, we ran to the tent that Oberon was in with the elder, and we saw that lady was dead, which was crazy, absolutely mind blowing. It was like, what big plot twist, and I think that was my favorite part. That was pretty big.
Are you sure that was
Yeah, no,
for sure
yeah,
locking that one in?
yeah. I'm definitely
Awesome.
gonna lock that one in.
All right, so we're gonna move on. Let's go
All right,
to
AJ. No, okay. I'm sorry. Hold up. I'm thinking about it now. And I started thinking about when Fehn started bringing back the lady with a really cool revive spell. She was really, she was real dead, but like we got to see Fehn bring her back with some really cool magic, and that was pretty awesome. We brought her back from the dead. She had a little ring in her hand that happened to be a Claudius ring, and I was like, "What?" That was mind blowing, and I was like, "That can't be good." And it really had me thinking in the moment, and it really stuck with me because of how much I had to think about it, And I think that was pretty cool. That's it. That's all. That was my favorite part.
You promise.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yes.
All right, because we got some really great ideas from other people, Zach. I would really love to hear from everyone
No,
else.
I'd also love to hear from some
Okay.
other people.
All right, so
Okay,
let's go
wait,
ahead.
before we do that though, I do want to mention this kind of like other part that I really liked. It's not my favorite, but it was a part that I really liked where we chased after the assassins, right? Where they try to kill this lady that Fehn brought back, and there's assassins. I was like, whoa, assassins! Ooh, espionage. We had to chase them down, and that was fucking crazy. We took them down. We fought the shit out of them, killed them. We had one as a prisoner. And we're like, all right, we're doing great. We got this bitch. And then a secret one that was hidden invisibility. I was like, what? He shot the prisoner we had and tried to get away, and we chased his ass down. We got to see Oberon pull some really cool shit. We got to see my boy Tauros pull some really cool vindication shit. We got to learn that Oberon was a rune knight. That's pretty big. That was pretty awesome. I think that's my favorite part.
Hey, Zach, can we sidebar real quick here?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, this is cool, but Trey really wants to say this next part, okay? Trey wrote a full essay when I talked about this next part.
Oh, yeah,
Please?
no.
You
Yeah,
cool,
I'll
right?
let him have
It's cool?
this. I'll let him have this.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, we'll go back. All right, awesome. Thanks, Zach. That's
No
great.
problem.
Let's go ahead and go to, let's see, who wants to go next here? How about Trey?
All right. Yeah. All right. So
Trey, can I just
yeah,
say
I'm
something?
fine.
No, Trey, I just really quick. I'm sorry. I started thinking about it. I promise it's the last time. I promise. I just started thinking about when we were all there and we were interrogating this dude that we finally took down, and Desna went all badass, was like, I'm gonna kill your ass slowly. And he was like, oh, we got paid to do it because we're mercenaries. Oh, we're like, who was it? And they're like, oh, we can't tell you because we're little bitches and we took an oath and it was etched into our soul. And Oberon was like, yo, my boy OG Claudius. And he was like, ooh, and we're like, that's the guy, that's the asshole. So we figured out it was all just a setup to try and take down Oberon, to frame him for the death of this elder and have the Goliaths just rip him apart and have him die out there. That was wild. I think that was my favorite part, especially when Oberon, he can't go back now. He can't join the village. That was brutal. That was a big part. That was my favorite.
Here, let me say my favorite part of all the stuff that Zach didn't say. Okay,
No,
I'm
go
done.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
go
no,
ahead.
I think you
Yeah, no, I'm done.
yeah, no, you know what? Despite
Hey, Zach, I,
mhm.
I sent you a message in the group chat.
Oh God.
Okay, all right, one more. I just remembered. Okay, actually, my favorite part was when Woon joined the party again. That was my favorite. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's actually
That was my favorite part too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kill that fucking dog.
Shoot that
It's
fucking
your
dog.
Incredible. Well,
When
thank
people-
you, Zach, for taking over the responsibility of saying the best parts of the episode for everyone. I know
That was my
that
favorite parts.
that was a tough job, and you did it. But
problem.
now it's time for us to return to the world of Elmera. Okay, so you all have defeated the assassins, uncovered some crucial information, and unfortunately, Oberon has had to say goodbye to the Sealtooth clan. He seemingly will not be able to return to uh, the Tundra of Ithay until he's no longer under a potential source of danger for the clan. You all exchanged Oberon and the clan exchanged a sort of bittersweet farewell. and you all began your march on to the potential point of coalescence. Yes, AJ.
Could I, on the way, use my necklace to message Plan and just ask if there's any updates from the other groups at this
Yes.
point?
Yeah, so today is currently the 15th of Dogdawn. You asked Planet for a status report on the other groups.
Let him know we were successful
Mhm.
in getting Oberon.
Gotcha. Yeah, he lets you know that a security team did arrive in Ella Creek several days ago, and they are currently guarding. Ooh, wow! I was about to say Oddgear. I don't know who that is.
Malika?
Malika.
Oddgear!
Yeah, I don't know why
Oddgear.
Oddgear is getting in
Shout
here.
out to Oddgear.
Yo. All my homies love odd gear.
Yeah. No, security team has come in to protect Malika. They so they're haven't seen anything bad yet, but they are keeping an eye on her. And then Felder has already made contact with the rebellion team. He is currently still waiting on the arrival of
Girl.
Garl to begin negotiations with them. But so far he has been welcomed to the rebellion headquarters without seemingly without any major incident. The Garl is expected to arrive at the rebellion headquarters in about 2 days. So far, having had no significant issues during their travels.
Okay. I'll report to who. Everything seems to be going well so far on the others. Tauros, Malika seems all right for now. There's a security team there with her.
Good to know.
All right.
Have we told Oberon what the fuck is up yet? I didn't think we had.
Nope.
He's just kind of along for the ride.
Yeah, Oberon, after like he has to leave, he's not like depressed, but he is just kind of like almost minding to himself a little bit. He's kind of just been like walking side by side with Woon and just kind of like letting you all plan this out. And it's just kind of like you'll tell him when he's ready to know. So I'm assuming it hasn't even been like a couple hours since we left.
Yeah. So
I think we'd probably wait until like we make camp that night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
All right.
we've had some time to cook.
So you all
Does Oberon know who Villain Spain is? Would Oberon have been familiar with?
Would Oberon have been familiar?
give me a history check. It's they were a fairly well-renowned adventuring party, so it's not impossible. Yeah, I'd say with a 15 you'd heard of them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Great.
All right.
Cool.
So while that is happening, you all so as you all are setting up camp the first night on your journey to the point of coalescence, Fehn, you receive a sending message.
Okay.
It's very short and simple and direct. It says, monastery in danger. Members only requesting your assistance. Internal issue.
Finn, who's kind of just been like he's already cast like create like food and water to like give everybody the supplies, and all of a sudden he like looks up and you see him like stiffen inside of his armor.
Fehn,
That's not good.
I can tell you're tense.
We just got word my home is currently sounding like it's in trouble.
I'm
They
so
wouldn't have
sorry to hear
messaged
that.
I hope that you realize that I need to make my way over there. It's not too far from here. We can make it in a week, maybe two if I hope so.
I need to check one of my spells real quick.
Sorry, I stepped away. What were we deciding?
Fehn just got a sending, and he's telling us that his home is in danger, and he needs to go and help his home.
I'm assuming in an opposite direction to the way we're going.
If I were to point it out on the map, it's like far southeast.
Yeah.
They will probably be able to send somebody to meet me halfway and help me get back, but we need to at least make part of the journey myself. And as much as I would love for you all to come help me, hey, you all have your mission to do. I get the feeling that this may be something privy to an in-house issue, as it were.
Will you be okay?
I'm made of tough stuff. I should make it there just fine. As for what happens after, well, and he just kind of like shrugs. We'll see. But
Say if you come across us again, well, after all is settled, more than
There's
happy to
always
have you
place
with
for
us
you.
once again.
appreciate it here. And he'll go and he'll like take out the map and he'll mark a place on the map. If you're ever in this direction, come find me.
We'll hold you to that.
Oh, yeah. And he just kind of looks around and he's like, oh, I don't like not having this on me. And he's just going to look around, and Taurus, he's just going to see, suppose one last one for the road. And he taps your chest plate, and he's going to transfer his +1 armor bonus over to you.
Let's fucking go.
So that's just permanent, unless
let's
Finn
go.
decides to get away.
We'll be
I'm
in the
waiting for
middle
the
of
combat
fighting
moment.
like the Empress
Yeah.
herself, and
And
all
it's
of a sudden he loses one.
Jack misses by one, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Nope, what are you talking about?"
Mhm.
So
Um,
sorry, you have no idea what Fenn's going through right now. It's really tough.
but he's going to do that, and okay. There's two more things they want. Oh, so he was working on these, and you see him go in his bag, and he pulls out Rock'em Sock'em.
Mhm.
Did a little bit of tinkering with them. Couldn't quite get them to work the way that they were fully intended, but should be of use now for just about everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we said this on the recording last time, but Fenn did take some extra time to work on Rock'em Sock'em, the gauntlets that you guys got from Lucas. They are now no no longer you don't have to be a barbarian to attune to them anymore. While attuned to them, you can once a day use the enlarge reduce spell on yourself using the enlarge feature. You can't wield other people as weapons, unfortunately, but they do count as +2 weapons that deal a d6 bludgeoning damage, and have the light property, so you can use them as a main weapon and offhand weapon.
The deal what 1d6?
1d6, yep, bludgeoning. And they're +2 weapons. So,
Yep.
yep.
I actually have another question real quick.
Mhm.
Could you do the reduce, the enlargement with just one of them on? Or do you have to have both?
I'm
You have
pretty
to have
sure it's
both.
both. So
Damn
you
it.
can't like
You can't have
Well-
one person have rock
Split
him,
the
the other
spell.
person have sock him,
Yeah,
and both of you enlarge.
yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
even if you do like a
Sorry.
cool like hand thing,
Fist
like
bump.
a
Full
Fist
fist bump.
bump.
You actually merge into one large creature if you do it that way.
Fuck it.
Oh.
Fuck
Fuck
it. Fuck it. Dakota's out here. Fuck it.
After he does that, he will.
Sorry.
It's okay. After that, he is just going to turn to everybody else in the party. This is maybe the last thing we can do for you all, but is there anything that you all want to know? We only recently got this spell as of the last week or so, but we have the ability to glean some insight as to one particular thing. Could be a person, could be a place, could even just be something you're looking for.
Wait, like, what do you mean? Like, you can find out.
We can give you more information on it, but the more information that we would have on it previously, the more information we could give you, because that would be eliminated out. It would allow me to look up the lore of certain objects or people.
have
I
two
can't be
things
the
that
only
come
one
to
thinking of the hag. Colic.
Colic was one.
What's
The
the other?
Immortal Empress might be interesting too.
Ooh.
No, we will specify. If you give me, say, I'm familiar with the Immortal Empress. I know the bare basics that probably most people of the Empire know. But the thing is we could learn, but then unless you give me some other stuff, that it could just be stuff that you could find deeper in a textbook. So we can do it,
Because
but
you don't have the background knowledge.
exactly.
I see.
I would need that knowledge myself.
So it might be better to use it on, if we're stuck between Colic and the Immortal Empress, it might be better to use it on Colic since I doubt she isn't in any textbook anywhere.
But, and Oberon speaks up, we do know some information about the Immortal Empress that I would very much doubt is in any textbooks.
Correct.
Also, wait, what's this about going to see Calic?
We have so
Right.
much to tell you,
Yeah.
dear. One thing at a time.
We wanted to let you have like a chill night before we dropped a lot of shit.
Okay.
I was gonna drop it on him tonight. You were gonna wait till tomorrow?
Okay. I was gonna like as soon as he woke up.
I can just,
Ooh,
I could
like
tell this.
coffee.
Like
That's
shit.
Back to the
Or
system.
don't.
So just goes, we could just tell him this part now.
Yeah.
Colic has potentially some way for me to help me control my abilities. They've gone out of control lately.
Okay. Yeah, that could be useful. My vote personally would be towards the potential long term, if it would be. But if you think that this is more important to you, then and he'll just like nod.
Yeah, ultimately it's up to everyone. I'll go with whatever everyone else wants, but I would say I am leaning more towards Colic due to just my own
Well, that's not the
curiosities and my
only reason
abilities.
that we're going to visit Colic.
It's my reason.
It's definitely a reason. But I don't know if we'll be able to find her without insider knowledge.
We have a very general idea. Immortal Empress would be great long term, but I think anything to make the colic trip easier would be helpful now.
Just for knowledge, and I think I'm mixing up campaigns. She doesn't move, or like her thing doesn't move around a ton, right? Like wherever she's stationed. I'm thinking of Strahd. Like it teleport. I remember the tower teleports.
Yeah.
Her home.
Mhm.
We haven't heard teleports around, right?
No,
Does she
no,
have a
we
home
heard
that has
that, no.
chicken legs, Jack?
So the information you have on Kalik is that the Monstrous Alliance has tracked down the approximate location of her within the Linnaean Forest. That's your best shot of where she will be. They have it on fairly reasonable confidence that she'll be there for a while. She's not necessarily like a hypermobile person, so it's not like she's like constantly bamfing around the place.
But she moves.
She moves, but
It's
if
not
you
magical.
have an idea of where she is now,
Yeah.
even if she does move, by the time you get to that spot, this is your best option to find her, and even if you don't find her exactly there, you'll most likely be able to track her down from there.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
How stupid would it be to try to cast Sending to Colic?
I think that would be pretty
You
dumb.
don't know her, so you can't cast Sending to her.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Sending has to be cast to someone you are fairly knowledgeable
Familiar.
of.
hold up one second.
We
Let
managed
me-
to do it with Fehn and Oberon.
Yeah.
You
Because-
are
We were able to
familiar.
tell
You were
Fehn
able
a
to
lot.
give Finn very
something, yeah.
detailed knowledge
true.
about
And we
Oberon.
gave him something from, or he used
Well,
something from Oberon's.
you use some of Oberon's gear, but you also used minor illusion or silent image, one or the other, to create a picture of
Right.
Oberon
I
and stuff
remember
like
doing
that. So that's how we got that to work.
It's stupidly vague. It just says familiar.
Yeah,
That's the word.
I would say that none of you are familiar
DM
with Colic.
discretion.
No.
Okay.
That's stupid.
But legend lore.
I know you're going to be crazy busy, Fehn, but hopefully we can meet up sometime in the future. But maybe once you're done with your shift, you come back to the Alliance, whatever, you can let us know. And I hate to ask you, but if you ever have a day you're chilling, maybe cast it again on some of the other stuff we need, like the Immortal Empress.
We can try. It would, again, if you want me to cast it on the Immortal Empress, that super secret knowledge would be very helpful. But
That's fair.
so if we can cast it, but I'm probably going to send you maybe a sending or two asking what the whole deal is. Or
I think after this we can just tell you all.
or just tell me. Yeah, that could help. All right, so Colic. All right. And so what you see Finn do is Finn like kind of digs around his bag, and you see him pull out like 4 ivory strips. Like almost they look like kind of like just like little sticks almost. And he kind of gets them, and he grabs like 2 in each hand, and he's just like, "All right, let's see if this works." And he just starts like muttering under his breath, and like he's going to try and focus through his holy symbol to try and like let that guide him for his knowledge. And his eyes are going to shoot open, and he's going to slam all 4 sticks of ivory together. And as he does, they instantly like powderize and just form like this like almost like a cyclone kind of, before it condenses down into like the shape of like just a small little like not even dragon but like drake that like quickly flies in and like impacts his face, and like that's when all the knowledge floods his mind.
Yeah. So what you learn, you hear Kalech, the great and magnificent, the terrible, and the woe bringer. The mercurial and capricious witch, whose origins are unknown and whose power is immense. Those are that's the initial thing that you hear describing her. But what it gets down to is
I was going to say, if I need to specify, Fehn would have specified Kalex's location.
right. Yeah. So it tells you Kalech currently resides within the Linnaean forest. She has a she has taken a tree and hollowed it out. It's the tallest tree in the northern region of the forest. Though it appears to be normal, she has hollowed it out, and a being of a creature of magical aptitude would be able to discover her true home instead of just blindly trying to just knock on a bunch of trees and see what happens. It ends though with a saying of remember, it's always best to bring a gift when visiting someone.
All right, that was different. And here's what I know. And Finn's going to share what he found out with the rest of the group.
Clever, clever.
What the fuck do you give a all-powerful witch as a gift?
I don't think I want to answer that question.
Well, all powerful witches, they don't often traffic in gold, especially if they take to hiding in the forest. She's probably looking for intellectual gifts. Whether
Can
that be knowledge or secrets.
can I, Jack, either Finn or Oberon, whoever you feel like would have a better understanding of this, any stories or anything like that that detail not colic, but hags or witches and maybe stuff that they or stuff that they have been brought gifts in stories and stuff like that, maybe old wives' tales.
Yeah, I would say that'd be either a religion or a history check, and I'd be happy for Ron, Ben, or both to make that.
Can other people make that roll too?
Yeah. Anyone who has
Religion, history.
I would say the people who would have the best chance of getting something would be Oberon, Fehn, T, and Tauros.
Yeah, just I was gonna say with my knowledge.
You said history
9.
or religion?
Yes.
I would say
Oh,
Edgar would
wait.
fit all up in
French
the
toast.
same
I can do a
source Ron
religion.
was growing up.
Yeah.
Religion, yeah. Ooh,
No, that
can I
was
turn into my
No, that-
hag visage and try again?
Unfortunately,
You have the sorcerer ability.
that won't.
You have the
You
sorcerer
have your
ability, but
sorcerer ability that works for skill checks.
That's okay. You guys rolled good.
I mean, you can always try. You might figure out something that the others don't.
I'll try. Fine. If he's gonna bait me like that, like he does all the time, no. It's
Not
a
when you
6.
roll
It's
like
worse.
shit.
Does it let you roll again? Does your sorcerer ability let you go several times?
It lets me keep burning sorcerer points to keep doing this.
What else you got to do today?
DM says,
he's gonna make us fight something.
honestly. Fine, one more, just because he's an asshole.
The lulz.
11.
What else you got to do today?
That's it. I'm not doing it again.
Okay. Okay. Edgar, I will say, Edgar, you wouldn't be as familiar with this since you grew up with a human mother.
I will say I was really into the weird shit.
But you were really
Like
into the
any
weird shit. So I'm not gonna
yeah.
penalize you too much for not having an elven parent that you grew up with. Uh, so that was a 21 from Edgar, an 18 from was that Fenn's religion check?
Yeah, that's Finn.
Uh, a 9 that turned into a 6 that turned into
Oh,
an
wait,
11 from
wait! I have advantage on
T.
those as Oberon. I have advantage on those as Oberon.
Okay.
Hey,
It's
Hell
a
yeah.
21 history check from Oberon. A was Tauros, were you trying to go for a religion
I was
check?
going for religion, yeah.
Okay, so that's a 24. A nat 1 from Essa, which makes sense. Essa was not raised in a culture that talked about colic. Okay.
His powers were taboo.
Yes. All right. I would say your combined the combined successes of a 21, two 21s and a 24. You all there's conflicting stories about Kalik. Sometimes she is someone who provides assistance and help to people. Sometimes she eats children. It's hard to necessarily sort through how much of this is actual information versus the legend and how, like, just wives' tales told to kids to make them behave. Um, all of them do stress, though. The common thread is politeness. Is the thing that is most important to keep in mind with Kalach. If you're rude to her, if you're short with her, any actions that she could consider an insult is something that would uh, make things not go your way. As far as specific gifts that she would enjoy, um, you hear about things like there's again conflicting things where it's like either uh, uh, years of your life, uh, souls, uh, uh, but also like doing offers to do favors for her tend to go over well. But specifically as a gift being given to her, um, there is actually a legend that stands out that one of you, I'll say that Tauros, you remember this one. It was kind of a more obscure one. It's one that you heard when you were back in the orphanage, actually. Uh, there was a legend about a child who was lost in the woods and came upon her home. And Kalik was getting ready to eat the child, but then the child offered uh, a uh, a few sparrow's eggs that he had found uh, during his lost wanderings, and Kalik uh, like took them without even questioning and actually helped the boy after that.
Oh. I don't know if real it was, but I remember when I was much younger, I remember hearing some kids and some people talk about some story about a kid that came across Colic when he was lost. And she was gonna eat him, surprise, surprise, but he offered her sparrow's eggs apparently, and she took it without any kind of reasoning and actually helped him out. So I don't know, just a weird story, but something I remember from when I was younger. I don't even know if it's real, but you know, anything can be helpful here.
Absolutely.
yeah.
We also kind of need to go in with the idea of possibly needing to give two if we want the ESSA information and to get her to help the Alliance, which
True.
is the other thing over on. We're kind of trying to get her to assist the Alliance.
trying to get the all-powerful hag that is a propriety for eating children.
Yep.
Yes. We have put our chips in, so to speak, with the Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
We thought you'd be happy. They've been excellent hosts to us and incredibly generous, and we've been able to help them along the way.
We are on our way to another point of coalescence. That is the goal right now. And we're dealing with some magic shit that none of us understand. And having a really powerful mage and probably the only insanely powerful magic user who was not under the Empire's thumb might be necessary to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
We'll see. This is kind of a Hail Mary. Honestly,
Yeah. Well, that's about the best I can give you on that one. I'll try. What's the gossip on the Immortal Empress?
Right.
I think kind of share everything we learned from the point of coalescence and what we believe may be occurring with her power at this point.
Huh. Well, fuck. Alright, this just got a whole lot more dangerous in some regards, and no, that's about it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Well, looks like you lots are going to be in the thick of it for the most part, so. And you see, like, kind of like shrugs off his shield and he tosses it to you, Edgar. You lot may need that more than I do.
Gotcha. Do you want to hold on to the rank in case you need to get to us or need us to get to you?
I can if I need to, but one of you would have to go without it then. If you're offering, we wouldn't say no. Just let me know if you need the help. And he just kind of like sighs and looks at you all. I can't say that I fully understand what you're trying to do, but I can say that I support it. You lot got a long way to go, but I got the feeling that you can pull it off somehow. And he's going to turn to Tauros. That's a bad change.
As he kind of turns to him, Taurus will kind of like take a step forward and hold a hand out to him, like, you've helped me better than anyone I've ever met. You helped me through something that would have taken me much longer to do on my own. Thank you, Fehn.
Oh, sometimes you just need somebody to beat the stupid out of you.
I'm gonna miss you.
Take care, big man. They're gonna need you.
You too.
All right. Well, I'll leave you all to it. Take care.
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
And Finn will start heading towards the monastery.
All right. Yeah, and And that was the last time they ever saw Fehn.
Chimera comes.
Ben died 30 feet away from camp.
Ben died in his midnight
Died
horror.
of dysentery.
Ben got Oregon trailed. All right. Well, that concludes that night. Unless you all wanted to
Does the
download
party
everything
one catch
into Oberon.
up?
I think we gotta do it now. We've already done
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So over as you all explain the events that have happened in more detail than you could with the occasional sending messages, you talk about the tactical dispatching of the Villain's Bane adventuring party.
I think we don't give a lot of details. We just say we did it.
We're like a little embarrassed about how sloppy it was.
Oh yeah. No. We're just like,
Talk
we do have a
about
chance.
how you literally burned a woman to death multiple times.
He kept getting back up. That was her fault.
She should have just died.
This is so true.
How you all went to the mining town of Narin and destroyed the Ankeg nest that was threatening the lives of the miners, as well as unseating the corrupt mayor who was forcing them all to work so hard, and also was skimming money off the top.
You're not going to believe this. We pulled off a heist.
You're right. I don't believe you.
And also,
it actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And also returning to the base and spending some time as agents of the monstrous alliance. So yeah.
I might have created a chemical warfare specialist.
God damn it. I forgot about him.
What?
He's really
This
cool.
one was entirely Edgar's fault.
I was trying to help him be a better alchemist. And to be fair, their potions are very effective.
No. There's no walking out of this.
Do you
Oh, no.
demonstrate?
Trust me. I fully
Who wants to drink the potion of negative health?
Essa will like reach to the bag and pull out like the pocket explosion and go, "Make this."
Don't
drop it. He's gonna like fake like a toss towards Oberon, but he's not really gonna let it go.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Give me a sleight of hand check. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Do it.
Can I help with the mage hand?
No.
Can I give it disadvantage and knock him over?
That was
No, it wasn't.
I double clicked. So if we want to take the nat one, that's fair.
No. We're not going to do that. It was
a religion check.
You meant to hit.
I meant to hit sleight of hand, but I clicked above it by accident.
Yes. So no, with a 16 on the die,
26 to 25 total with the +9.
Yeah. So so with a 25, you go like you're about to throw it, and then just go no.
Oberon's just like confused, like okay, like
everyone else in the party like has like
a mini heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
And Oberon's just like what?
Shrapnel explosion.
Put it back, Jessa.
Put it back. S is putting it back.
Yeah. But yeah, so Oberon has now been debriefed on all the events since his untimely departure.
Huh. That's a decent bit.
We were productive. What can we say?
They kept telling us to do one thing, and then we're like, but what if we did all of them?
And here's the crazy shit. They have other parties that they trust. So when we don't pick a job, it doesn't burn. Just other people do it.
Yeah, I think we also share what is currently going on, the checking in with Ella Creek and what's going on with the possible rebellion stuff.
Yeah, Oberon's kind of just like thinking a little bit and just like, yeah, you guys have done a decent bit.
Which
As
I
of
suppose
at
leads
least
us to telling you where Annie is. She has joined a civilian camp of the Alliance. Her and Castor. Woon was there, but
That's good. That's really
she
good.
also does know the whole truth. So you're gonna have a really awkward conversation with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I figured.
We are gonna have to deal with if great grandpa decides to keep hunting you, though. Especially because he was apparently still scrying on you.
Yeah. About that. And he's gonna pull out the signet ring. Get the feeling that this may be what he was using.
oh. We could chuck it off the next cliff we find.
Something like that. And he's gonna pull out the glaive and he's gonna flick the ring to Tauros. Tauros, do me a favor. Give it a good little toss in the air.
With pleasure. He's just gonna kind of like wind it up and just toss it your way.
Give me an attack roll.
Yep.
I love how you knew.
Please not one.
Because
Please
with
not
Taurus
one.
winding him up, can he get advantage on the hit or?
Oh, be nice. Yeah, we'll say that Tauros is giving the help action. All right, 22 hits.
Flat side of the glaive, just boom, baseball bat it.
Okay. Yeah, it sails off into the sunset.
Good.
I use Mage Hand to grab it and put it back in Oberon's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this next attack roll goes to Edgar.
And it's a nat 20.
No advantage on that one.
Woon is flanking. Woon is flanking.
Woon is tossing you up into the air.
All right. Well,
Tauros, give this man uppies. I need to hit him.
all right. Well, I think now is the time for you all to start. Have your rest, and then in the morning you have to begin your 9-day journey to the potential point of coalescence.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right.
We have to go through the mountains on this one.
Oh, fuck, I
Yes.
just realized that. Now we have to buy rations again.
We'll hunt.
We can
We
also
will hunt.
forage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn good thing that I got too many rations, so we have 45.
All right. Well, so now we're gonna do our little. So I will say some information you would have gotten about this potential point of coalescence. This was is believed to be a former temple sacred to the Gula of the mountains of Gul, the Goliaths who reside there. It is one that has been lost for a while, was believed to have been fully caved in, and because it was built into the mountain itself. As far as, but that there has always been a strong divine connection there. Whether or not it's an actual point of coalescence or just a place where the wall is weak is something that would need hands-on investigation to determine. But that is the information you have about this potential point of coalescence.
Before we start moving and making our our skill challenge checks, I'm gonna assume check. During that night when I'm assuming Edgar would take one of the night shifts, watches. During one of the watches, Oberon would kind of just exit and just like not say really a word and just kind of like sit down, like not next to you, but like off to the side. And it's just awkward silence for like a solid like couple minutes. I fucked up, didn't I?
I wanted to tear into you. I really, really did when I saw you. It was the first thought, and I thought after the kick that I just keep going, but when I let that out, and I was honestly just happy to see you. Do I wish you told me? No, that part doesn't matter as much. So I wish you told Annie more. Yeah, but I think it took you not being there for me to fully realize that. I don't even know if you fully realize it, but everything you've done has been to help us. And without you, we made a lot of stupid ass mistakes. So personally, yeah, I think you did fuck up. But I also know if I was in your shoes, I would have fucked up in my own way.
I I almost didn't make it out there. I was alone for about 2, 3 days. Not dressed for the weather, didn't know how to find anything. Probably wouldn't have lasted more than another day or two. They found me, though. Writing those letters was maybe the hardest part about the whole thing.
And Gary is going to pull out the unopened letter at that point and hand it to you.
Mhm.
To say, I refuse to read it. Mainly because I needed to tell myself that as long as I don't read it, there's no way you would die. There's no way you wouldn't come back to tell me what you need to face to face. Honestly, I think if I had opened it and it was out there, I wouldn't have been able to stop thinking about coming to go help you. It's still on my mind constantly, but I had to keep telling myself it's Oberon. He always finds a way. I'm gonna hand it to you. I do want to know what it says, but I want to hear it from you. Not now, but at some point. There's a lot of shit I think I need to tell you too. A lot of pent up feelings over the past life that we've had. But Oberon, after talking about Famali and then talking to like planning and everything, the story that they're telling me that I have the chance to tell about being that connection between the elves and the Asori and what Maka and Famora really wanted. All I could think was that it's not just my story. I think it's us. I think if I'm telling that story, I need you to help me tell it. Because there's a part of love with it that I don't really get. You are my brother. I care about you a lot, even though you're a fucking idiot, but I think we have a chance to tell an amazing story. And I know we're both gonna fuck up on the way, but I think if you're here and I'm here, and these guys keep us alive, I think we can actually change it. And I was really scared that I had to try to do it without you.
When I made the decision to do what I did it because I believed that you all were more important in the grand scheme of it. That you all were the ones who would go and do something. A part of me still yearns back at the Empire. I know that it is corrupt, and I know that there are horrible people towards the top of it. It was still my home. It still has my family there. I don't know if I can fully dedicate myself to the cause of the Alliance, but I think I may be able to dedicate myself to a cause of peace, a cause of change. And I guess one step at a time, we're just going to have to make our way there.
I think all roads are going to lead back to Haven at some point. But I think we can. And I might be stupidly hopeful and optimistic, but I think no matter what, no matter whose side we're on, I think we have the chance to make the home that all of us called home for so long. A place we do want to go back to. A place that a lot of people would want to go to. Because I'm weirdly the same way. It's still home.
Well then. And Oberon's going to like stand up. And he's just going to hold a hand out to you.
Edgar's going to start to take it before he's going to very quickly pull out his sword and take a stance and say, I gotta make sure you're not rusty.
Oh, well, and he like cracks his neck. I've got to make sure that just because you're shorter than me now doesn't mean that you're worse.
Oh. We'll bring you down a couple of notches. Just gonna start sparring like the old times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the camera fades to black as the two of you begin crossing blades. As everyone else is thinking to themselves, "Why the fuck are we trying to sleep?"
We're like over their beds. We're like fighting.
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking.
Excuse me.
Why am I just thinking like the Pirates of the Caribbean, where they're just dueling throughout the houses?
That's what
As
exactly
the
what I was thinking.
Toros, it goes, if one of them steps on me again, I'm stabbing them in the foot.
I did not miss this.
I have a dagger now. I don't think Oberon knows that.
Teleport behind him. It'd be so funny.
Group
Teleport
sparring
behind him. It'll be so funny.
Oh my god.
Alice, I want you to know if you do that, I'm rolling an attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Cowards.
All right. Well, so now we will move on to your fun little. So we won't be doing a skill challenge this time. It'll just be survival checks to see if you all can avoid getting lost on your way to the potential point of coalescence. All right. Who wants to take over on those survival checks? We're going to need 9 of them.
Jeez. I have advantage on them, but
your survival bonus
+3.
Okay. Mine's +4, but I don't have advantage.
I'm at a +2 right now. Jack, during this trip, especially for hunting, could I continue to try to work on making it more an intelligence-based skill for me
Yeah.
over these 9 days? Cool.
All right.
Do we want just me to do it since I have the advantage?
Sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds
First
like a bad
one.
idea.
Oh, did not roll.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Mm.
That's
An
an
11.
11.
No.
You guys are good.
All right. That's a 21.
Nice.
It's a 15.
Also good.
It's a 10.
Passes.
Okay.
It's a 22.
Passes.
That's an 11.
Passes.
These other rolls, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Oh no.
That's a 9.
That's a 9, so you will be adding an extra day of travel.
Unlike the
Okay.
last two. Are
only
you
one.
kidding me?
Only one so far.
Okay.
20.
That's a 20. That's a 14. How many is that?
That's
That's
9.
8, so one
No,
more.
that's is that 8 or is that 9?
I think that was 9.
Oh,
That
was
was
the-
9,
my
but we had the
apologies.
extra day.
Yeah,
but we
but
had the
yeah,
extra
so we had
day.
one more roll, so that was the 9th success. Ah!
That's a
Oh,
6.
Oh, no.
So you spend one more day being lost. And that
Okay.
you did it.
There we go.
All right. So
I
that
actually rolled so bad. If you think about no advantage, I rolled
Yeah.
so bad.
so it
You
has
rolled below. You only rolled above a 10 on the non-advantage rolls twice or 3
Yes.
times.
Yikes.
all right. So that has been 11 days of travel. Bringing us to the 26th of Dogdon, when you all arrive at the place where you have been told that the potential point of coalescence would be. During your travels, you would have received a status report from Planin that Garl safely arrived at the rebellion base in the forest south of Cashel, and that negotiations have begun between her and the representative from the rebellion. As well as during this time, you all would have also received a status update of an attempt on the life of Marika. Of Malika.
Malika?
Why am I
Now,
messing this stuff up? Malika in Ella Creek. I am going to roll a d20. I'm going to give a +3 bonus to the security team. You guys want at least a 15 on this roll.
like a 15 on the die or 15 total?
15 total.
Okay.
I sent. Let me double do that. Okay. With an 11, you all would receive an update that, unfortunately, when they attempted to keep Malika safe, the agents of the security team were defeated. And Malika herself is now missing. They do not know her whereabouts.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, I was hoping she was just dead.
Can't she just be dead?
Play with fucking animals.
Planin would have
I'm-
sent his deepest condolences at the failure of the security team to keep her safe. Sent to you, Edgar, to relay to Tauros, and that they are working on setting together a new team to try to track down if and find Malika. Either this is kind of something that's left more implied, either where she is being held prisoner or where her remains can be found.
I think Tauros notices when Edgar's getting the sending from planet, and it starts like a normal casual, and then just like the saddest face before he looks at Tauros awkwardly, like, and it relays everything.
Oh. I see.
I'm gonna, and then to the group say, I'm gonna say then, and S, I hope it's okay that we move up one of our top priorities, asking Colic for the ability to get to Ella Creek immediately.
Yeah, I understand.
Jack, I'm gonna roll you something.
Mm-hmm.
Time for the Does Tauros Keep His Shit Together roll. Brought to you by sponsor.
Someone please sponsor all our tragedies.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Ooh.
Player character depth brought to you by Sprint.
How does Tauros look after receiving this news?
Not great. You see his shoulders kind of slump a little bit. As his eyes are almost like kind of like not darting, but kind of like looking as if trying to like figure like plan something out of like, well, this happened here, that happened there, like trying to like, just do what he can to think about like what might have happened, but it's not usually his specialty. But you see he's his normal like stone faced demeanor is kind of dropped, and that's a little alarming to be, in general. He definitely looks anxious.
Oh yeah. He gets like a little closer to him, knows that like too much isn't good for him, but
Yeah.
also the presence of friend is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You all continue on your journey, and then on the like I said, on the 26th of Dogdon, you all find yourselves, after searching amongst the cliffs and craggy faces of the rock of the mountains of Ghoul, you find a facade of the mountain that is carved in more intricate patterns. You see stonework that seems to resemble some sort of a frame, and a wooden door that is left hanging open, leading into a cavernous room.
Did Planon tell us we had a contact to meet here, or are we the only people?
You're the only people.
We are the only people.
Okay.
It
was just scouted by his team, and now we're gonna delve.
So yes, so you all have entered in after receiving some terrible news. Have entered into the temple in the mountains of Ghoul. You see a door leading to the south, a door leading to the east, and behind you is the door you just entered from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does anything in the room look incredibly trapped?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm not the one that should be making this roll, but I'm gonna do it.
Too late.
You can't see any traps.
It looks great in here.
So looking around, you do see like there are facades carved into the walls of different like reliefs depicting people, symbols, things like that. And then, like I said, there's the door leading to the east and the door leading to the south.
Do any of the reliefs remind me of imagery that we saw in the other point of coalescence?
Give me a religion check.
While T's doing that, could I make an investigation check around the doors to see if they're trapped?
Yes.
9. 9 again. I don't see anything. I don't know
18.
anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 9. I will say these don't look like the same reliefs that you saw in the other point of the temple beneath Avon.
Okay.
An 18 investigation, you find that the door to the south is not trapped, and you find that the door to the east is also not trapped, but you do see that it bears markings on it like it's been tampered with.
The door to the south.
The door to the east,
Go to
and
the
Okay.
east.
they look more recent. They're not rusted. They're not. It's like it's like someone's recently put tools to this. It's like carved away layers of rust and stuff.
Okay. So we'll just kind of turn back to the party and go, well, no traps, but think someone. Did Planet's people say they ever went inside, or did they just see it from the outside?
They mostly did an external survey, because they, didn't have the manpower to, like, just, to do an actual expedition.
Yeah, so I'll just go, I think someone was here before us recently. Door's been tampered with, and by all accounts of it, it looks like it was relatively recent. It'd be a long shot, can I make some kind of check to tell, like, was it like the past week, past month?
That would be part of your investigation check.
That's fair. That's
And
absolutely fair.
that was enough to get you to know that this is recent, but you can't pinpoint a date.
Gotcha. That's absolutely fair. Can't tell if it was, but can't tell the exact date, but shall I tell you recently?
Oh. I think that our best bet then is the east.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Sure.
Yep.
What's your marching order?
Taurus will keep
I'm gonna be a little bit in
probably
the sandwich.
I'm gonna be
Front-
in the sandwich.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like there in the sandwich. If I think Oberon is the back of the sandwich.
Well, we're heading towards.
We're going
there.
this way, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I think
I
I
think
will be
it's
there.
me. I think it's me and Tauros, and then
Keeping up
Edgar and
front.
Wound in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Keep Essa right behind me. Or
Yeah.
well, you're rocking a reach weapon, aren't you, Trey?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm rocking.
But you're also pretty beefy though. I want you. Yeah, I want.
I was about to say I'm still decently beef.
Okay. So you all head into the east, opening the door. Leads down a passageway.
Alrighty.
Is this can one fit comfortably?
Oh, as people begin to approach, Oberon's just going to quickly hold his hand up, and you see a rune that's actually inscribed onto the back of his armor is like almost like this, or no, it's actually the one on his left pauldron is like glowing faintly, this like muted, like almost like brown or green. And Tauros right next to him, you can kind of see his eyes glowing that same color a little bit. Wait, we've got stuff up ahead. Jack, what do I see exactly?
You see two figures sitting in a room. I don't know if you can see entirely into the room, but
Yes, I can. I can see entirely into the room, just not like the angles,
Yeah.
but like directly in front of me, I can see.
So you see directly into the room with your superior dark vision. At the end of the room is what looks to be some sort of simple altar. There's also some rubble in the room. But you also see two figures, two Goliaths in the room, from what you can tell, they haven't noticed you yet. They do have, but they seem to be. Give me a perception check as you look at them.
Bulio. That's a 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you can tell that they are currently like nursing some wounds on them. And they, one of them has this. He's a older looking man, with this really intense scale armor that seems almost like it's hewn out of stone. And he has this massive great axe on his back that also seems as if it's, instead of being pure metal axe, it's like carved from stone itself. And sitting across from him is a young woman, who is dressed in like the robes of a spellcaster, and is like fumbling with a set of flint and tinder, trying to start a fire between the two of them.
Just gonna like lowering my voice obviously to the rest. Two figures, a warrior and what looks to be a mage of some kind. Looks like they got into a bit of a fight beforehand. We may want to take this slow. T, I suggest me and you approach.
Well, I'm hiding behind you when they start fighting.
Fair enough.
All right.
And
Can I use my bonus action to what the fuck is this spell? I just want to give Shield of Faith to Oberon.
Okay.
The bump your AC too.
Nice. Perfect. I'm still 6 below what Fehn was. Oh, this is gonna be rough.
I wanna.
Oh no,
nudge
6
Essa.
hit points. How will I ever recover? Sorry, I had to bully him.
I wanna nudge Essa and be like, "You wanna try to stealth?"
Let's try it.
All right. That'll be.
Why didn't you nudge Tauros and ask if he wanted to stealth?
Yeah, come on, guys.
damn it.
I take a look at Tauros and I'm like, keep on, keep it on, man.
Keep on, keep it on.
It's a 15 from Essa.
I rolled a 2 for a 15.
Oh, come
Why
on, guys.
would you
I
fail
rolled a
me so
3.
Wrong,
You know what?
We haven't
you,
moved
guys.
up.
Fuck
This
it.
was just
No,
That's
fuck
true.
you.
in preparation.
Suck my ass.
Still better than
And he still rolled better than you.
I rolled a 2. It's
Oh
the best
my
out of
God.
everyone.
All right. So
It's
so who?
Oberon
So
and T.
Oberon and T
Oberon and
with
T.
Essa behind.
No, they're staying back.
We're
They're
staying back. Yep.
Okay. All right. So
And Wound's behind them as well. So
all right. And we're just gonna move Woon up just so that the audience can see.
Yep.
So you both begin approaching. Do either of you call out to the Goliaths?
do I have any like Athenian or like any like common greeting that I picked up while I was with the Seal-Toos? Like maybe like a phrase of greeting that maybe is used in this region?
Yeah, I'd say you definitely do. And you're gonna speak.
Okay.
I'd say like you learn. You're
Oberon
not
doesn't.
You're not
No,
fluent with
Oberon
giant,
doesn't
but you
know
can.
giant.
Yeah.
I pick out like the base words, and if you want, if they start talking giant, can I roll like an intelligence check to see if maybe I can like pick up some words?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so just speaking like the common like hello, like we come in peace, essentially.
Donde está la biblioteca?
Yeah. So
No, we don't speak Dwarvish here, Alice.
So you give out a little thing. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okie dokie. That's a 12.
12. The two of them kind of startle and look out. They kind of don't focus on you, and it seems that they don't have your and T's, or you and everyone else in your party's benefit of being able to see in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
The man, like kind of steps ahead of the woman and says, speaks out in giant. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy, you guys are ready for this? 14.
Minus
14.
1.
You
My
kind
God.
of pick out words like, who are you? And things like that.
I'm going to like. I'm speaking in. I think we discussed that like the closest language to like giant that Oberon would know was like was it Dwarvish?
It was Dwarvish, yes.
So like in trying to speaking Dwarvish, but kind of throwing in like common words that he knows that he picked up from the seal tooth, he's going to say, "Don't speak the language very well. Can you speak this?" And then like doing a more like noticeable Dwarvish or this, he says in common.
Mm-hmm. I'll say at this moment, the woman finally gets the light to the campfire to light. Providing a source of bright light that they can actually see. And let's see here. So with that, they see the two of you, T and Oberon. Yeah, that's all that they can see. And the man kind of relaxes a little bit, but is still looking wary. And the woman stands up from the campfire and looks to you both and just smiles and says, "Oh, no trouble. If common is the better language for you all, we both do know it. Hello. I take it you are fellow adventurers seeking to uncover the mysteries of this temple as well."
Insight check.
What the fuck? I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm inciting the
Oh
shit out of that.
man.
Okay.
No, yeah.
That's too eager. Fuck. I'm rolling terribly tonight.
Yeah.
Are we able to from our
I
distance back?
assume we could hear them.
You can hear them.
But we have a better grasp because we can actually see their body language.
You
Yeah,
can't
it
see
would be
them.
hard-
So
it would be-
However, I
it
rolled
would
a
be hard, yeah.
5.
I imagine it would just be a higher DC for
Well,
us
you're
to
just a
discern.
useless hot mess.
I've
So
been
what's
rolling
new?
terribly tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's okay. I rolled 5 times your score.
Fuck off.
I rolled over 3 times your score.
Fuck off.
All right. Yeah, so with a 25 insight, you get the sense that she is being genuine. She seems, you look at their gear, like they have scrolls, they have backpacks, they have like they're not like
Supplies.
they're not kitted out or anything. She doesn't say anything that gives you any like you're wary because it's a stranger, but you don't get the vibe of she's trying to trick you.
Not sus. Okay. Oberon will kind of like, yes, we are here. We were sent on a mission to investigate this place. My name is Oberon, and this is. And he's just going to motion to T.
T. Pleasure to meet you.
The woman smiles again and says, "Oh, good to meet both of you. I'm Avila," and she gestures to the older man. And this is my guard and friend Durgle.
We do have other allies. We're
Ooh.
waiting
So
to make
here's
sure you aren't going to kill us.
Mm-hmm. Here's what Durgle looks like. Just a little close up there.
Interesting.
And then Avila as well.
Oh no! Can you do it again? I
Ooh.
accidentally clicked out.
Avila?
Yeah.
I like her magic stone.
Oh, that's like a spell that's being.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Funny
that's what I
stone,
remember.
magic girl.
All right.
He really rocks.
I'm sorry, T. What did you
I was
say?
saying, we do have other allies with us. They were just waiting to make sure you weren't going to kill us.
Durgle kind of like makes a face like, I don't know about that. And then Avila just kind of smiles and says, "Oh, no worries. That's perfectly understandable. No, we are here. We're actually from these mountains originally and we kind of were hoping to, reclaim this temple. But and then she kind of like gestures to the bandages that she and Durgle have, and says, "But the new inhabitants haven't been taking a liking to us."
Oh, that's a
New
shame.
inhabitants.
And she kind of, as you say, new inhabitants, you hear this like blood curdling screech come from deeper within the temple. And Durgle just kind of grunts and says, "Monsters. Real nasty monsters."
Well, it's a good thing those are our specialty.
Avila smiles and says, "Oh, perhaps we could work together then. Things that are really tough here, it's just the two of us. If we had another group of people helping us, I'm sure we could both accomplish our goals."
Definitely something to bring to the rest of the party.
Of course.
Fascinating.
Yeah. No, you're welcome to share our fire if you have any need of it.
Of course. And I'm just going to yell.
T trying not to flex too much of their fire magic.
Yeah. All clear. I'm going to yell back into the tunnel.
All right.
That's our cue.
What?
I take it that was you all that tried getting in the other door.
Well, that the door you went through is the one that had the
This
stuff.
is the door that was.
I take it that was you all that scratched the door.
Yeah. Avila says, we aren't as deft with our lock picking abilities as I would have hoped. I had assumed that a place as abandoned and ancient as this one would not have had as secure of doors as they seem to have. And as she's talking, like, you all enter into this room. You see, there's an altar in the back. There's more reliefs carved into the walls here. And then Avila says, "So, you said that you're here to investigate. What are you hoping to find?"
This is an anthropologic visit to really study the history and the true origins of this temple.
Give me a deception check.
I would argue that's persuasion.
I would say that that's deception because you're hiding what you're actually here for.
You're lying by omission.
Fine. Please let me roll decent.
Nat one.
Nat 20 for a total of 28.
Let's fucking
You're
go.
welcome.
What did the rest of us do? Trey was the one rooting for your downfall.
I'll be praying on your downfall.
Avila
Every day.
is like her eyes light up, and she's like, "Oh, incredible, fellow researchers! That's wonderful. This temple used to mean so much to our people, and the thought of it being lost was terrible. And I just knew that I had to come in and reclaim it. And to hear that other people also have an interest in understanding the roots of our beliefs or my culture's beliefs is so incredible."
It will be invaluable to have someone who really has a personal background in these beliefs to help us to understand, for example, these beautiful reliefs.
Of course. And she says, "Yeah, I'll be happy to explain some of them." And as she begins talking, you all hear the sudden, once again, screeching and howling of some sort of hideous thing as a wall behind the altar collapses, and several monsters burst forth, and you see creatures not unlike the Hordits that you fought in the point of coalescence. However, they are significantly different. They still have the several eyes. They have 3 arms now, each with a different weapon ending on them, and their bodies seem sort of infirm. But you'll have to see what they're all up to on the next episode of Dice Age.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hell yeah, funky little jack monsters.
Hell yeah.
Jacked up Jack.